What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I know what we're all doing. We're all wondering what the heck is going on with the cryptocurrency market right now, as we have just gotten a major dip. I don't know, a minimum crash, I would call it. But as far as what is going on, I have found a couple answers of what is happening, what we should do. Maybe, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you on what you should do. I could tell you to buy right now, and I'd probably be 50% right because it might go up. I could tell you to sell right now. I could probably be 50% right because it might go down. And if I tell you to hold, well, I'll be 100% wrong because it's going to go up or down. So you're going to have to make that choice by yourself, but I'm going to give you a little bit of ammunition to make it with. As you can see, right here, we got the crow. I'm just going to use this for an example. Actually, it'd probably be better if I used Ethereum as an example because that's more of the telltale to what's happening in the whole marketplace. Okay, well, we're going to see right here. We're going to check the major dip. But realize, people, it has dropped in the last 12 hours before this dip a substantial amount. If you see these candles here, we could have thrown these candles in here in the 12 hours. It's just dropped in a more slower, progressive manner than it has within the last couple hours. But here we go. Now, we've got Ethereum here. It was at 4,000, say 4,100. We pulled it. They pulled all the way down, all the way to the bottom of that candlestick. Within half an hour, 45 minutes, it dropped to 3,500. That's a major drop. That's $1,500. That's like 25% of a drop. However, it did pick up in the next half an hour to 38. So it went from 35 to 30, more like 39 in there, which the lows in that, again, were around 37. But it did go up to 39. So we're back from here to here, not too, it pretty much stayed consistent. If you want to black all this out, because now we're back on the level of 3,900, which has been staying at around the 3,900 range for the last 2 hours. So I think it's starting to level off here. Now, what is going to go on in the next few hours is very important because I'm in the central Florida, eastern Florida. It's around 2:30 a.m. However, the other side of the world wakes up in a couple more hours, and they're going to be looking at this. Now, they're going to have their say-so and what they're going to do as well, those that were sleeping. And I'm going to go over what has happened today in the news. People tell me not to get political with this, with cryptocurrency. Don't get political. And I say, excuse me, but being political about cryptocurrency, you have to have a political view. You have to know who's talking and when they're talking, because when they talk and when the news comes out from the mouths of certain people, it very much affects the rise and the fall of the markets. So I'm going to go with one thing that has happened today, which was huge, which was the Diddy bows to China will delist from the New York Stock Exchange. This is breaking news here. This came out around 8 o'clock, and this is not good news for any kind of stockholders. You're probably going to see on Monday morning the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ is going to fall like hotcakes because people are going to be pulling out because China seems to be putting pressure now on the United States. So, yeah, it is political. But this is Diddy is like the Uber of China. Now, they're pulling out because of from the New York Stock Exchange because China is concerned about regulations and the data that could be being breached within their home right now. And we're going to go over to Motley Fool. Motley Fool gives a couple fears of why this is happening. Of course, the Omicron, which the virus that is coming from Africa, which seems to be a lot more catchy, I guess you would say. You can catch it a lot easier. Of course, it's not as deadly as the original virus was, but the Omicron virus seems to be having a lot of people pulling out because they're going into safer returns, such as cash or money in the bank, which is a lot safer than having your money in a cryptocurrency or a stock exchange, for that matter, during a time of crisis, which they're looking at the crisis is supposed to worsen, is what they're saying. So they're pulling out for safer returns. That's very good. A potential for new regulatory crackdowns weighing down on the cryptocurrency valuations. That's about the crackdowns as far as the government, the Congress is talking about having crackdowns on the cryptocurrency market in itself. China has banned cryptocurrency transactions and mining, which they did a while ago. China always throws these balls out to the world saying, look, we've got the power. We can make the stocks go up and down, and they did. They banned their mining. However, it crashed when they did that, and it has since regained. However, but they're always going to be shooting their little niblets out here and there trying to crash the market. India has recently pulled forward legislation that could ban all private cryptocurrencies, which is why I think you'll see something big like crypto.com, which is going global, and it's got some very good, as far as governmental control, the government's got a little bit of control over the crypto.com market. And then the recently signed U.S. spending bill included new taxes for cryptocurrency brokers, which is the capital gains tax, which is like a 30% capital gains tax on all cryptocurrency. Okay, so with that, among these various factors, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana faced storm bearish catalysts, and I did notice Solana was coming up quite well during this as well. Ethereum jumped back up, and Bitcoin jumped up for another matter, which I'm going to go over with you real quick, and hopefully you stick around for that. That's very important. Both cryptocurrencies, we're going over here to CNBC, have experienced turbulent trade since once again, these people are blaming it on the Omicron COVID variant emergence, which it's very likely that that's part of it as well. But this was very interesting to me. Bitcoin drops 9,000 in an hour on spot markets. On spot market selling, El Salvador again buys the dip. This is incredible news here. Now, if El Salvador is picking up a lot of this cryptocurrency, they're going to have some skin in the game here come time for the markets when they rise and fall. Because how much are they buying up? And if they choose to take a little bit of control over this, they could have more control than many would think. I mean, if you're going to buy a dip of a $1.2 trillion cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, for a matter of fact, then you're going to own a lot of control of what goes on in the world as far as the power that you have during your hold with this. Because you can say, okay, well, we're going to drop all of our Bitcoin. Well, they could send a scare in, people would sell, then they could pick up more and pick up more. So before you know it, they would have more control over Bitcoin than most of the world. And what a great asset that would be for a place like El Salvador. I think they're very smart in doing this. However, here we go. So like I said, right now, Ethereum is back up to 39.10, and time now is 2:30 in the morning in Eastern United States. And I would be a little bit concerned about what the other side of the world is going to do when they wake up. However, you can take this information. Hopefully this helps on what's going on. Do you buy or do you sell? That's a good question. Personally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold off on my buying or selling right now. I think right now we're just like at this level where it's just too risky to sell a lot of things as well as buy. Of course, it's riskier to buy right now than it is to sell, but the greater the risk, the greater the reward. And, I'll let you make your own decisions out there. I thank you for watching. I ask that you like and subscribe and click that notification button. So when I get information out, you can get information in. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.